Good morning. This is Joe Pryor with the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, a division of Redbud Realty and Associates. And I'm here with my toy poodle Henri, who loves to be in the video. And today we want to tell you a story. And that is how I really got my career in investment real estate going. In 1989 is when I started real estate. Now in 1989, Oklahoma was in 7 years of a bubble. In other words, back in 1982, oil, which was $40 to $50 a barrel, all of a sudden dropped to $7 a barrel because OPEC flooded the market. And we found out to a great extent we were a banana republic. And our economy crashed. It took 11 years to even kind of get to an even keel before we had even any possibility of recovery. So in 1989, prices were still low, and most of the property that was selling was foreclosed properties. Now, naturally, in a market like that, investors bomb in. Local investors, out-of-state investors, because of the old cliche to buy low and sell high. They had the cash, they had the money, they had the long-term strategy. They wanted to buy now. And so I started dealing with investors, not because I had some brilliant strategy, but that was the market condition of the day. Now, I never thought at that moment that I should make a career out of doing investment real estate. Because I was also selling owner-occupants that were buying good deals. But about 2 or 3 years into this, I had a friend of mine that I had met through selling HUD and VA repossessed property. And he was moving to California, and he said, "Joe, I teach this Sunday school class. And they are adults that are in retirement or almost in retirement, and they're having a great time buying HUD and VA and FDIC, foreclosures, all kinds, and renting them. They're doing this for because they want to retire with money, but also because they're having a good time doing it. Would you handle these people?" And I said yes. And so I met a wonderful group of people that are still friends. Some are not with us anymore, I'm sorry to say, but many are. And they were buying a lot of foreclosed properties with me. But, you know, I was frustrated because I couldn't tell them what constituted a good investment. I could say, yes, that's a good buy on the house in terms of what you're buying it for, but I didn't know what constituted a good investment, and I didn't like that. So I decided to set out on a quest for education, which I have done since that time through seminars and books and CRS and CCIM commercial training, and now the CIAS designation, because education never stops in investment real estate. So I, at that point, became a specialist in terms of doing investment real estate. Now, I didn't stop there just with education, because I realized that it really takes a team to do investment real estate properly, especially since now I deal with a lot of out-of-state and even out-of-country investors that are buying in Oklahoma City and have bought since then. So I had to put the right people together for you, not just me that could define whether it's a good investment or not, what the internal rate of return, the capitalization rate, the cash on cash is, but also people that understood mortgages in terms of investors, that knew the right type of things to get people into, to safeguard them in those bad old days of subprime loans, to keep them out of that. I had inspectors that not only inspected for what was fundamental, but for things that were important to do to make it even more rent ready. I had builders that worked with investors that were willing to sell properties at a good deal for people and put a package together. And finally, I put together a great property manager. And that was the hardest thing, because honestly, the thing that you're going to find is most property managers are average at best, and most are mediocre. It's a tough business, and it takes a really trained professional, an organization with a purpose, to really handle investment properties properly. Because if you're buying real estate with me, no matter whether you live in Oklahoma City or somewhere else, then you're buying it as passive income. What that means is you have a job, you have a family, you have recreation, you have things that you like to do. And what you want to make sure of is that the only time you remember that you own investment properties is when that check comes in every month that shows that you're making a profit. So that is extremely important, that we have a first-class property manager. So for all these years, I just want you to know I still maintain a passion for investment real estate. I love the fact that I'm dealing with people that when they have a new child that's born into their family, they're buying a house for their college education 17, 18 years later. That's expensive. Having a house paid for it is really a wonderful thing. I am proud of the fact that I've helped people build retirement income, because who knows if Social Security is going to be there for a lot of these folks, and they don't have confidence in that. So I want to make sure that they have an asset that's returning positive cash flow, that's giving them return on and of investment. So here in 2011, I want you to know that this team is together. It's a dream team. And Oklahoma City Real Estate, which I'll go into in later videos, is doing extremely well. It's a great, safe place to invest. So if you're interested in buying investment real estate, I want to talk to you because I think we can work well together and help build your future too. This is Joe Pryor with the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, where we deliver traditional real estate values with the speed of technology.